what did you... You had an epiphany and ran out. What was your epiphany?
The swamp!
The swamp? Okay, so what happened to you?
You
In the
said
swamp.
Goblin hunting in the swamp.
Well,
That's a sitcom.
I got out to the swamps and I couldn't find them. Like I looked everywhere.
Everywhere.
I looked under the alligators. I looked in the cypress trees. I looked in the seaweeds. I even looked in a hornet's nest. That was a bad idea.
Okay, so...
So I came back to town with all my wasp stings.
You just look like you've had this epic fight, you know?
He looks like Marv from Sin City.
Like at first look, we're like, shit, maybe if you did find some goblins. Oh, no.
You
That's
just fought every goblin.
So you
in the
guys-
Metairie.
We'll say you had to go back to the office for...
Checkup.
I really could use an exterminator.
Could meet up with
Maybe I'll meet my friend up, Billy.
We had to get approval for all the... we get our work order approval.
By then, we're not feeling so good from riding near to the chemicals.
Yeah, you do want to keep the windows down. You've got those things on the bus. We'll
And a few of them stick. Oh, yeah,
Anyways, when I was in the hardware store,
the George bus.
I heard someone was gonna get Auschwitzed.
Oh, you were in the hardware store. Okay. Well, you perk up to that Auschwitz talk, I guess.
Are any of us?
It's your M-Force team. See, Walter, this is what happens when you don't come.
Maybe that's why he's afraid.
People get Auschwitz.
He has a Jew nose. Maybe he's afraid we're gonna... Walter, we don't associate you with...
Goblin.
My Jew nose is tingling.
Like a bat sits? There's a bank nearby.
No.
I hate to say it, but this is the first time it's occurred to me that we made both the Holocaustmonauts and created the new phrase Auschwitz.
Oh, shit.
We're kind of... We may want to go down another road. At
No, I think
some
we're
point in
good.
the
Why did I
future.
immediately just think black again?
Right.
Oh, we've already done that.
Whoa.
Every character... Put that camera somewhere else.
If black's already been there, maybe I can. That was a joke, by the way.
Hooper's turning red.
You've got
That's
a
funny.
You've got a very large D20, and I'm like, shit, that might hurt.
That's my D20.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
I would
So-
think it would be percentile dice, because you got both of them. And there's a chance that you're going to leave a baby in there. Never mind.
Wow, that was really just
It was
a long way to go.
Are you saying
for
it was a
nothing.
stretch?
Yeah.
It's a stretch.
The long stretch for nothing. Story of Hooper's life in the bedroom.
Whoa, you mean it was a short stretch? What are you talking about? Oh.
He's had too much fun with me for the past few days.
Now that I can see both your eyes, what's the point? Before it was a challenge. I could hit that eye, but no. It's too easy.
Well, why do you think he's playing tennis? So he can get fast to dodge.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we head back to the office to,
Well, you guys meet. You see Jill in the hardware store,
Oh, yeah.
looking a little rough.
What are you doing here? But
What am I doing here? We're supposed to be getting rid of the goblins, and I heard you were going to Auschwitz them.
Did you get rid of the goblins?
how did you hear about that?
Because I'm a local.
Shit, this is going to be on the
Don't
news.
you know,
We're going to have
gossip
paperwork.
spreads around the South?
So much
That's just how
paperwork.
things work.
Actually, he was just like standing in the next aisle, looking at the gator
Overheard
chains
us
or
over
something,
talking.
and heard you talking about it.
Like,
And I was getting a bear trap. What you talking about?
Okay.
Bear trap for
can't find a goblin, can't come back empty-handed.
I don't think they sell a lot of bear traps in New Orleans.
Well, he might ask some guy for a bear trap. He's like, "Oh, sweet thing, I got what you need if you're looking for a bear. You come on down to Club Ramrod." Oh,
Sir, it would be the South. They would have a little more class. They would call it Big Willies.
Or connections.
oh, oh!
Sorry. Looks like a gay redneck bar.
it is.
They're all riders.
Breaker.
Oh, did you ever get a chance?
Still haven't watched
Oh, you're missing out.
I got it sitting there waiting for the right moment.
Yeah,
I don't think it's something you can just watch.
Yeah. You got to be like, you know what? I want to watch shit for just another hour.
Yeah, you got to work up.
Well, you
to
see,
that.
what you do to warm up to it is you watch Smokey and the Bandit first, and then you're ready for Breaker Breaker.
You're ready for the subtle disappointment.
It was disappointing. It was amazing.
Or
Or you can watch Delta
Marathons.
Force.
Or Black Dog.
Black Dog.
Oh.
I think
No.
I think I remember watching Breaker Breaker when I was younger, because my dad was seriously into like westerns and stuff.
Nothing like Texas City, California.
Oh, I just saw the one cutscene with all the semis and cars rolling towards the city, and I was just like, Transformers, the movie?
And then you were just,
Live action?
oh.
Of course, I was 5 at the time, and I was
Oh, God, that's sad.
Breaker.
Breaker Breaker.
I guess
destroy
nowadays
hearts.
kids who are into the new crappy Bay Transformers, like every time they turn on like Ice Road Truckers, they get excited or something. And then if they would keep watching, they would
No.
find a better show.
No, they just see a commercial and they think, Transformers?
Oh, they're just trying to sell me a Corolla.
Yeah.
Maybe I should watch Tank.
Oh wow, Tank, do you
I
have
got a
that?
copy of Tank.
Wow.
Tank? What's Tank?
It's
Okay.
well, you got James Garner, and he's got a tank.
And what's he doing with it?
I mean, there's a plot, but you got James Garner in a tank. There's really
I'm surprised they haven't made a Killdozer
Where-
movie yet.
they did.
They did? Did I miss Killdozer?
Robert Urich, I think, or Robert Wagner, one of those two. It was either Spencer for Hire or number 2. In the 70s was in a movie,
Wow.
a Killdozer movie. I have not seen it. I've only heard stories.
God.
So that's where that Killdozer on the internet.
Based on the Theodore Sturgeon short story, not on
No,
the
the
not on
Killdozer that
guy.
you've seen is the real Killdozer where a
Yeah.
guy killdozed, I guess.
Now this was based on the
Which could be a backup plan here if we need to just lower these buildings.
this was based on the short story
Well, they could
that I think's about like a possessed bulldozer.
Cujo, the bulldozer.
Yeah,
They,
but it was written a long time ago.
well, they,
The movie
They
was
could have
like
got the
70s, I
Killdozer
think.
to take care of the executive inn downtown and knock it all down.
They probably did, and that's why only the first floor was gone for the longest time.
Somehow failed that time.
Only the first floor was gone. How do you?
Don't ask, don't tell. Other point.
That's like one of those Ronald Reagan houses.
No, okay.
You build the roof first.
Actually, okay, it was more
And don't worry about why it won't stand up because the poor are supporting it.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Stephen Colbert had little drawings of how trickle down works.
That's all that matters. There's a whole, and I found this from being on, sometimes 4chan is golden, and it's a whole bunch of like demotivationals, and they're basically kind of foreign because it's all like cum shots, but it'll be trickle down economics, and it'll be a really like good like saying, but then and it always like depending on the picture, like they change with, and it's amazing. I'd like to find like a whole folder to explain them because and a lot of times it's a black woman, so it's just wonderful. Professor 4chan.
Anyway, so you guys are in a hardware store. You're buying some sort of deadly chemical.
Yeah. Probably waiting for the approval to
we've
come
gotten
back.
our chemical. We've gotten. We need to get tools to work on the air system.
I've got a bear
Exactly.
trap and a shovel.
And
It's all you
We could
need.
probably use more flashlights while we're here too, but we might have to
Lots
requisition
more.
We
those.
could probably got flashlights on the bus.
yeah.
Enough, though?
And there's probably plenty of wood and crap like that laying around this place,
Flashlights,
but we
road
want
flares.
hammer and nails to hammer off some of these doors so that we can kind of, at least some of the ones they tend to use, kind of corral them in.
The
Maybe some-
goblins, I'm pretty sure they can just
So where are we going to Auschwitz?
At
And we need to
least-
call that woman with autism who worked with the cows so we can do
Why aren't we killing the goblins yet?
ethnically.
Because it's time and patience. And if we almost
Because we're
got
waiting
our
on the
ass
right
kicked.
requisition form 803B so we can get this 799.
Oh, the hell with the
for
forms.
this.
We'll do the paperwork later.
You buy some
We almost
nails and
died,
hammers,
might add.
some extra
We
spotlights.
should have a basic
We almost got
toolkit
party to buy.
somewhere.
Yeah, we probably have a hammer.
Yeah,
maybe just a
I'm
thing.
betting you've got tools.
So just
Out of
some
50
extra
goblins, we
nails
managed to
and-
kill 2.
Well, it's not my fault you're squishy.
Well, it's not my fault you weren't there. die with us.
I wouldn't have died. We would have won.
Alright, well, let's go, and we'll
Okay,
win.
so you gather up some tools at the office, get some spotlights.
Attach them to George Bus. Isn't that what we called it?
Short
Yeah.
bus.
Short Bus, but didn't
No,
have
we named it George Bush.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wait a
right.
minute.
Yeah, I forgot.
I just got an idea, I think.
It's not good when you get ideas. Don't try.
It's not
Isn't your store next to a butcher?
Maybe, why?
Well, wouldn't he have eyeballs?
No, he's not that kind of butcher. Does not have eyeballs, I do believe. He has
Oh.
meat.
He's not a real
no,
butcher.
well, actually, one
No.
day
He
I
doesn't
did.
actually kill the
I saw it
animals
one
there.
day and I pulled it out.
No. He gets the frozen ones.
Yeah, and one day I was
Oh,
so he's a
I pulled
grocer.
it across because I pulled it up.
He's a cold grocer.
Yep.
I think
That's
so, but I'd have to
disappointing.
double check it.
Because I was gonna say, get all these trash cans and these sheep eyeballs, and we could just trap them. And then when they all are inside, we just beat on them, make them all confused.
That's kind of